I'd like to talk about Johnny, if that's okay. Last thing you need is another defensive injury, isn't it? With Fofana out and Ricardo and all the other problems that you've had. How light does that leave you at the back defensively?
Just need to wait and see. He probably struggled for the weekend, I would say, Rob. He's felt he's felt his foot again. We'll just see medically how that looks in the next couple of days.
They've started the season incredibly well, Brighton, and they play some really good football. The way you guys play, you try and dominate possession, which is also the way Brighton try and play. So it could be an interesting tactical battle as much as anything else, couldn't it?
But we three really good games last season in the league and in the FA Cup. Graham's done fantastic. It's they have a clear identity in how they play. And it should be a really, really good game.
And do you feel maybe a win at Brighton would really kickstart the season? Not that it hasn't started already, but it's been a little bit staccato in terms of results, if not performances. To give the squad a bit of a boost, a bit of momentum, a win down there would make a big difference, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think it's a bit of both, Rob. I think it's been a solid start. We in terms of like two good wins that we've had, and then the West Ham game disappointment down to 10 men, but we weren't at the level. And then Man City, we were competitive in the game and in the game right to the very end. But we've West Ham and some of the fixtures we've had as well are tough. But as I said, we'll look to be better as we go on. Yeah, we need to. There's no doubt we need to improve, and that's something that I'm very confident we'll do throughout the remainder of the season.
That'll do for me. Thanks, mate.
Great. Let's go to Adam Cotty then for PLP.
Hi, Brendan.
Hi.
After 4 games this season, how do you see the picture at the top end of the Premier League table? Is it going to be a lot more difficult this time to break into the top 4?
It's still too early. I think it's. I think everyone will assess it after 10 games and see where it's at. But it's still so early. I think you're just trying to get your rhythm. You're trying to get your players up to a level of fitness as well. So, it's. I think the competition is always very challenging, as you say. The top teams, the teams that were strong last year, have invested in big players, so they expect to be up there. And the likes of ourselves, we will look to fight and compete against that.
How do you feel about your team's overall performances so far in the Premier League? What areas do you think you need to improve the most?
I think we've got to be better defensively in our pressing. It's and be more consistent with it, and that's something that we need to improve on. And then, like tonight, I think with the ball we can be better. As we improve and develop as a team. Like there's spells where we are good in the game, but we have to have the ball for longer periods. That's normally that's the style that we've brought into here, in terms of looking to dominate the game, looking to be proactive in the game, and do that for longer periods. Like you see the goals we've had with some other good moments, but we have to be much better and cleaner with their passing. So lots to improve on. The players magnificent in terms of their attitude, the mentality. They'll always be in the game, fighting, running, working, doing all the unglorified stuff, as I would say to them, which they do, and you've seen that tonight. But we have to be better with the ball, and especially you play games like we played against Napoli, then for sure you need to have a higher technical level at this to compete at that level.
Just on Brighton and Graham Potter, do you see a marked improvement with them since he took over, and how highly do you rate him as a manager?
Yeah, I've big admiration for his work, and I think when Chris was there again, he done a fantastic job in a different way. There's no right or wrong way to do it. Of course, when you come in, it's one of the biggest things you have to do as a manager is convince players to play how you want them to play, and he's been able to do that. Brighton are a club, going back to when Gus Poyet was there, that was their way of working, that was their style, and he's implemented his style very, very well. So yeah, I'm a big admirer of his work. He's done an excellent job, and it's always a tough game when we play against them.
And just to pick out one player of theirs, the defensive midfield role has become such a prominent role in the Premier League in recent years. You've got Ndidi, they've got Basuma. I just wonder how highly you rate him as a player.
I think he's a top player. He, in terms of defensively, he can press the game. He's aggressive. He gets on the front foot. He intercepts. He blocks. Physically, he's got good physicality. He gets around the field. He's mobile. He's agile. And tactically, he looks strong in the game. You know, he arrives into spaces, and technically, he's very, very good. You know, he touches the ball. He passes it. Good awareness of his space. So I've said when I first seen him and come into the team, I really liked him, and I think he's developed and improved, and I think he's a top class player in that area of the field.
Thanks, Brendan.
Pleasure.
Okay, Owen from Radio Leicester.
He's just packed up and left.
Okay, in that case, we'll take some hands. If there's no hands, we'll. Yeah, Jordan.
Hi, Brendan.
Hi, Jordan.
Yeah, you put Patson on the right hand side today. I know you've sort of explained it was kind of you wanting more players in the midfield, but is that a position that he could play for you in the future, or was it just a one-off tonight?
Yeah, no, he's played in those positions for Salzburg, so we've seen him in that. He obviously, when he plays it, he's not playing it as a winger. He's playing it more from the inside. Like I've said before, I like to have sort of one guy outside, like when you see with Barnsley when he scored his goal, he was wide and then coming in, and then one player on the other side that can maybe come inside a little bit more. So yeah, he was able to do that. It allows him to get into the box and also press the game when we haven't got.
Can I ask about your the battle for the right back spot? It seems you've got two very good players in Timothy and Ricardo, but both with different sort of abilities and styles of play. How do you see that battle between those two?
Yeah, it's not so much a battle. It's we'll play the players. There's not one who's going to play every single game. You know, we need to be as intense and as fresh as we can be in the game. So sometimes that'll mean them playing and maybe having a game out and the next one coming in to bring that physicality to the team. So we've got lots of games that we want to do well in, and we'll certainly need both of them.